We're Bison! We are in Bison! We're Bison! We're ready to get up! We want to win! Light the fire of power and make us free! We never break down! We want to win! We are in Bison, the best team!
Hello and welcome back to TNI-UK Impacted episode 163, coming to you live via the Total Non-Stop Impact Network on YouTube and Twitch. I am, of course, your host, Bison, and I am today joined by the one and only Joeker. Happy New Year, buddy.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to the TNI tribe. And happy New Year to you, Mia.
We are back. We are back for the very, very first show of 2024. I'm extremely excited because obviously this is now the new era of TNA. And of course, this is very important. Very, very important. You may notice that we've got a slightly, a slightly different TNI UK logo. So we've started to make little small changes here and there, but I'm sure there'll be a few more little bits and bobs coming in the future. So keep your eyes open.
Come November time, there'll be hardly anything coming up from this channel, so everything will be fully updated by 2025.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. 100%. Anyway, quick hello to Mir. It looks like Simon's joining us. Simon's obviously missed us, and he's back with us today, which is good to see. But did you have a good Christmas, my friend?
Yeah, it was a okay Christmas. Same as usual. Nothing huge, nothing major planned over the holidays. It was just a time to really just chill and invest some time into the projects and stuff that I've been planning and hoping to do. I've got a video editor set up for my computer now, so I've been doing a lot of stuff for my YouTube channel.
That's it. Let everybody know where they can find it. What's it called? What's going on?
Yeah. If you guys jump on to YouTube and of Doom 2 project I'm working on. Oh god, the sound is gone. How much of that got cut off?
I think a little bit got cut off there, bud. But we're certainly back. We're giving it a go. Can I just say a quick hello to you, Jamie Wiesner, as well? Nice to see you there, buddy.
Hello.
Now, so basically, the situation is this. Joe has a couple of YouTube channel projects that he's working on. Definitely worth going and checking out. What's the name of the channel, Joe?
Yeah, if you just go onto YouTube and look for I can't remember my username now off the top of my head, but I'll drop that in the comments, or just look for hashtag empty space, hashtag into the void, hashtag look for hashtag Rage 2, hashtag Doom 3 BFG edition. You'll probably see some of the stuff come up there. Hashtag Doom 2, hashtag Doom 2 WODs, but along with it, hashtag empty space, hashtag into the void. Then you'll find the videos a lot quicker then. But I'll drop a link to my YouTube channel in the comments as well when we're done.
Okay.
And hello Norbert, it's good to see you. And hello Pug.
Yeah, Pug's in the house. Norbert's in the house. Simon, Barry, Jamie. Everyone's coming. Bonus baby. He's obviously mentioning there that the Joker must have fell into the void at that moment. But you know what it is? You can't have a fresh new show come back without a few little technical issues. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'm still using tech that we had back in the GFW era, so it's going to be pretty ancient and pretty creaky. It's not like my computer, but I need to get the web camera sorted for that still.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. But anyway, all that said and done, we all had fantastic Christmas, fantastic New Year. If you can let us know in the chat what you guys got up to over the Christmas and New Year. Did we have big parties? You know, did we eat lots of turkey? What did we do? Come on.
Yeah, let us
you
know, guys.
Exactly. Let us know. Let us know what you got up to. I know Mir didn't celebrate Christmas, but hopefully he celebrated New Year.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But yeah, I think this year is going to be a fantastic, fantastic year. We're going to usher it in, obviously, this weekend with the relaunch of TNA Hard to Kill. Extremely excited. I love the way they've been sort of kind of building into it now, because obviously they haven't been able to do it with shows, but the way that they've been building it on obviously the social media, how they've been doing it through the YouTube channel. There's been a lot of stuff going on with TNA Plus. So there's been a lot of things going on at the moment. I think it's working really, really well. You may notice that unfortunately Steve's not with us tonight. He's had to work tonight. Unfortunately, it was a bit of a last minute thing. So he did say that if he gets back, he will try and jump in at some point, because obviously he wants to say hello to everybody and obviously get excited about TNA Hard to Kill and Snake Eyes in Las Vegas. Important stuff. Now, guys, let's have a chat about the news and the rumors, shall we? The TNA news rumors. It's not really much of a recap, but so we won't go into that this week, but I'm sure we'll be able to do that next week. So thoughts on the latest new signings and of course re-signings of Eddie Edwards, Danny Luna, Trent Seven, Brian Myers, the Rascals, and of course Jade Chung as the brand spanking new ring announcer. I think there's some really exciting stuff coming to TNA in the future, and it's good to see talents like Eddie Edwards, of course, Brian Myers, the Rascals, all re-signing with Impact Wrestling and joining the roster. Finally, officially, we have Danny Luna, who is obviously joining the Knockouts division. Big fan of Danny. I'm so happy for her. I think it's awesome. Obviously, we know about Trent Seven, and it was also fantastic to see that both the Rascals have re-signed as well. A little bit disappointing to see that young Myron Reed was not included in the Rascals, but who knows? Maybe that is something to come for the future. What are your thoughts on these guys, then, Joe?
I'm so pleased with the all the news about who's stayed, especially Eddie Edwards. It's now 10 years since Eddie Edwards has joined TNA Wrestling, which is incredible. And happy birthday to Eddie Edwards and to Alicia Edwards as well. Belated happy birthday to both of them over the New Year and start of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But some of the recent signing, like Trent Seven, that was a fantastic growth. And Danny Luna, I'm so pleased to see she's on the knockouts division. I had a feeling when she was she had that match against Jordan Grace at no Surrender, I think it was. That was it. She's coming to TNA. She's going to be coming to the knockouts division at some point, and I'm so glad it's happened now. And it's just been so good.
Yeah, it has. It's been good to see her come in, and I think she reminds me very much like her stature and her whole physicality of her, the way she's built, the way she performs in the ring. It reminds me of a Jordan Grace from say 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, she's another powerhouse that the knockouts division needs. They've got Savannah Evans, they've got Jordan Grace, and they've got Kylan King are the big powerhouses. So another one is always good to have as well, because Savannah Evans and Kylan King aren't in the top of the knockouts roster yet. Although I think Kylan King is a shoo-in to be up top by the end of the year.
Oh, I'm massively high on Kylan King. I think she's amazing. I think she is an incredible talent. She's got the look. She's got the chops now.
Yeah,
not so great, but she's definitely got the chops, and her in-ring ability is incredible. I mean, that match she had with Trinity earlier, the tail end of last year. Wow, fantastic stuff. So we know that what we've got there is we've got some great talents, and we'll talk about Deanna in a second. But yeah, definitely. And Bonus, you're right. She's built, man. She's a big, strong girl. So looking forward to seeing a lot more from her in the coming months. and years, and I could certainly see her holding a title of some sort at some point. So yeah, look forward to seeing what she does. Very happy with her. Now, also over the past sort of 3 or 4 days or so, we've had the new belt designs so far. Now, thoughts on the X Division? We got the the first one that was released with the X Division title. What did you think of that? I tell you what, I loved it.
I loved it.
Absolutely loved it.
I absolutely loved it. It looked fucking brilliant. In fact, I'm pretty sure Chris Sabin could sum it up if I can find the soundbite for us. I've just gone over it. Yeah, Chris Sabin. Let's see what Chris Sabin's thoughts of it are.
I love this match!
I love this belt. Yeah, no, it's a great looking belt, and I have to say the TNA logo on the belt looks fantastic.
Yeah,
I think it's got kind of like a real classic look with the way that the X, sits in the background, and it's certainly a bit of a homage to some of the old school, the older belts that we've had over the years. I really liked it. I think there's some amazing detail. If you really look up close, it's got some amazing detail. I like the fact that it's got no owl on it, and you've got like a little bit where the owl is in the, on the edge of the belt in the
got
A.
Your honorable mention.
Yeah, it's in there, but I think that looks great. Like I said, amazing belt. It actually is my favorite one, actually, out of the ones that have been released so far. We've got we had the tag team belts. Obviously, that one is repping a red leather strap, liking that. Something noticeable as well is obviously that they're silver, so they're silver, as are the X Division belt is silver as well. Now, I'm a big fan of the silver. I know a lot of people like the belts to be gold, but I'm a massive fan of the silver belts. I like the silver belt.
I think the silver it suits the titles more. I think you see too much gold, and it doesn't have as much wow factor anymore. But the silver belts are amazing. They're so eye catching.
I think so.
I watched the whole live reveal for Ace Austin and Chris Bay's title belts, and I was like, wow, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah, totally agree. We then got the digital media title belt reveal, and actually, I mean, it doesn't look particularly different to the Impact version. It's a slightly updated version. We've got the actual shape and stuff is similar. But I do like it. I think it's really smart. And again, this is the first gold version. So we've got a gold digital media title belt. The only thing I wasn't so keen on was the fact it's still wrapped around Tommy Dreamer, or Tommy Nightmare, as I like to call him. And, that needs to change as soon as far as I'm concerned. As I've said before, Tommy Dreamer, no place in any televised wrestling promotion as holding a title. Absolutely, totally unbelievable, and needs to change as soon as possible, in my opinion. But yeah, and then of course we had earlier, literally about sort of 10-15 minutes ago, we had the release of the new world title belt, which again looks absolutely stunning. And for me, the best bit is just seeing that TNA logo slap bang in the middle is just so cool.
That's the only one I've not seen yet that's been released is the TNA World Heavyweight title belt, so I'm looking forward to checking that out after the show.
If you while I'm talking, if you go on to the socials, Joe, see on the Twitter, maybe go on the Twitter page, see if you can find it, and then bring up a picture. Do you know how to do that?
Not really, no, but I'll see if I
do the share screen thing. I think it is where you just do the share screen. Share screen of Rooney, as the Mr. Bones says. But it is a cracking. It's a cracking belt. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. If I was able to sort of kind of bring it up, I would. But let me just hang on a second. If you let me,
I've got it. I'll just see. I'll just look for the.
If you do a share screen of Rooney.
Yeah, I've just got to find a the TNA World Title now, and then I found the option of where to go to do it.
Okay, so let's just get it up. Let's get it up, because I'll tell you what, it's a cracking belt, mate. Cracking belt. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. If you haven't seen it
Oh,
already,
TNA Wrestling's trending as well on Twitter, so it's not going to be too hard to find this one.
okay, good.
Saying that the laptop's taking forever to bloody load.
Bonus babies giving the titles, giving the tag title, saying the tag belts are the weakest. I'm not so sure. I really love them. I think they're lovely. I don't know. For me, it's a toss up at the moment between the X division and the world title for the best one. But again, like I said, I'm swinging to the X in a minute because I really like that silver look. As opposed to the gold look, whereas obviously the world title now has got the gold look. I was a little bit disappointed because I was hoping it might have been on a white strap.
Yeah.
Gone with the black strap, which is fine. You know what I mean? I was just hoping they might have separated it with a white strap. Which leads me to believe that I think that the knockout titles are going to be on white straps. Which will be interesting because I have a funny feeling that's what they're going to do. Because if I remember rightly, wasn't the original TNA Knockouts world title belt on a white strap? I'm pretty sure it was. I'm sure somebody in the chat will correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the original Knockouts title was on a white strap. Hey, we got loads of people. You got Norris is in the house now. We've got SWAC fan. He's also in the house. 100. Dragon Storm's joined us. Hi, mate. Nice to see you. He's 99% sure Grizzled Young Vets are signing, given TNA are signing quite a few British stars at the moment. Could be right. Nice to see Matt in the house as well. He thinks that the belts look ace. I'm pretty sure that I think you'd be, seriously sort of kind of amiss if you didn't think the belts look great. Here we go. Look at that, guys. Look at that.
Gorgeous,
What a cracking belt. I love it. I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm just bringing it up big so I can have a real good look at it again. Yeah, that's a cracking belt, isn't it? That is a cracking belt. Can you bring the picture up big? Just click on the picture. See if you can bring it up.
Once it loads. Yeah. Wait for the thing to load now.
Yeah, here we go. I love a good we love a good share of screen, Rooney, don't we? Oh, it's not much bigger, is it?
Yeah.
But either way, here we go. Here it is. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That's a cracking belt, mate. That is a cracking belt. If there's anyone out there that have got the belts on just the belts on their own, so we could just look at the belt. Can you make it bigger at all? Can you sort of stretch it out a little bit, Joe? So we can get a good look at the face?
Not really, no.
No,
I haven't. I'm just using a touchpad on the laptop, so it's a bit awkward to control everything.
fair enough, mate. Fair enough. But look at that. It's had so many loves. People commenting. I think it's a cracking belt. I really like it. I think it's really nice. Hey, Tara, it's nice to see you. What do you guys think of these straps? I'll tell you, I think they are absolutely smashing. They are smashing straps, and I think it's awesome. I'm now incredibly excited to see the knockouts, the knockout championship belt, and of course the knockouts tag championship as well, which is going to be released on the day apparently. Now, could this be that the belts and the opponents for them at Hard to Kill is going to be announced at the same time?
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. I'm just reading through some of the comments. Norris has got a good idea about the knockouts belts having the white straps. That might be what's happening with the they give the black X division and the world title black straps and give all the knockouts titles white straps. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. However, it does seem weird that they would put the tag titles on a red strap.
Yeah.
All the other male stuff's on black. I don't know. Some strange stuff going on. But either way, I think every single one of them are absolutely beautiful. And they should be very, very proud of those designs. Whoever designed the guy that does, well, I think I can't remember his name now. He put it on the socials. I think they've done a fantastic job. And I can't wait to see them walk out with them actually at Hard to Kill. I think it's going to be great. Absolutely fantastic, in my opinion. Okay, so that's the belt designs all dealt with. Now, TNA are also partnering with the NFL Alumni Health in Vegas for Hard to Kill. I think this is really cool as well. Obviously with Moose being an NFL alumni as well, so I think this is good to see this sort of thing. There you go, Dragonstorm. Hellfire Designs made the new TNA belts. There you go. So a big shout out to Hellfire Designs. I think those belts are incredible. Good for you, my friend. And go and check out Hellfire Designs, guys, because he's done an amazing job. Amazing job. I forgot to mention that we've got a few people joining us on the Twitch today. Like Simon's obviously on the Twitch, Dragonstorm's on the Twitch, Barry Monkey's on the Twitch. So we got a few people joining us on the Twitch today, which is good to see. Good
nice
to see
you guys. Happy New Year to you all.
Big up the Twitch, I say. Big up the Twitch. Right, okay, so fantastic stuff there. So we've got the alumni for the NFL Alumni Health stuff going on, which is good. Trinity thought to be heading back to WWE by the end of January. And, of course, the sad news for all of us Deanna Purrazzo fans that she signed with AEW. But, hey, good luck. Good luck, Deanna. Yeah. You were with us for, 3 or 4 years, did a fantastic
4 years.
job. And, I like to say this isn't goodbye. This is just see you down the line. And fingers crossed we get to see Deanna back in TNA at some point in the future. And I think if that does happen, she will get one hell of a cheer. That's for sure. One hell of a pop.
Oh, the roof's going to blow off.
Oh, the roof would go crazy.
She's going to bring the house down just by walking out because she's
exactly.
The age of the virtuoso must come back once again.
Obviously, it's not been confirmed with regards to Trinity leaving to go back to WWE, but that is the rumor, and it's they've been saying it's sort of kind of thought that that's what's going to happen. But there you go. That's a shame. I think we've had her and she's done an amazing job carrying that belt for the past 7 or 8 months, I guess now.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
About 6 or 7 months now. Yeah, she won it in Slammiversary, I think.
So I think it's been a good ride. She's done a fantastic job, and there is no doubt that she has put bums in seats and brought eyes to the product. And all I'd like to say is, if it is the last that we see of Trinity towards the end of January, then thank you very much. It's been fantastic having you with us. But there you go. The worst one for me is Deanna, though. But shame. Gonna miss her. It's also been announced Okada, hell froze over, and Okada will be joining Will Ospreay in Las Vegas for Snake Eyes TV tapings. I think that's gonna be great as well. Looking forward to that. Really, really looking for that. But that's an interesting one, Steve. Bonus Baby saying if Trinity retains at Hard to Kill, she's going to show up in the Royal Rumble at TNA as the TNA Knockouts World Champ. That's interesting. Could you imagine that? Maybe that is going to happen.
Yeah.
They have been talking about worlds colliding, etc. I don't know. Norris is asking, do we think that with Deanna gone that we might see Tessa make a comeback? I'm not sure on that one. But there you go. And Mira is glad that Trinity is coming home. Can't wait to see you at St. Pete for the Rumble. Well, there you go. Sometimes I wonder if you actually are a TNA fan, Mira, but never mind. But good to have Okada obviously join Will Ospreay in Las Vegas for Snake Eyes TV tapings. We've also got the grizzled young veterans, Vikingo, and of course Zaya Brookside will be at Hard to Kill and the Snake Eyes TV tapings. Fantastic stuff. We haven't mentioned those guys yet, so let's talk about that. So we got the UK talent grizzled young veterans and UK talent Zaya Brookside. She is someone that I've been calling for quite some time for TNA to be looking at. I think she is a perfect TNA knockout. What do you think?
I'm really looking forward to seeing any new faces to the Knockouts division or to the TNA roster. God, it feels weird now saying it as TNA again. It feels good and it feels weird. But it's I'm just looking forward to seeing any new faces. You know, it is like I said some of the comments on that on Twitter and that this year is basically a relaunch of a new company, so to speak. You know, with the way people were questioning the booking and that of all the matches and stuff. This is essentially relaunching a new company. You know, they're brushing everything aside and starting afresh with as many fresh faces as they can, and the more the merrier.
Exactly, I agree. I have a feeling though that I mean I saw she put out a tweet on social media. She put something out on X saying that she's going to be basically the ultimate X, and she's going to be giving it everything she's got because obviously she's looking to be signed, fully signed as a TNA knockout. Could we see at the tapings, or could we see at the end of this match, Scott come out with his pen and paper in his back pocket and sign Zaya to a knockouts contract? What do you think?
I think Gail Kim will do it, not Scott.
Or Gail, yeah. Either way, it would be cool. Maybe they both come out.
Yeah, I hope so. I think it'd be fantastic if she could get signed to TNA. Because I've heard so much about her, and I'm looking forward to seeing what she can do. I'm not overly familiar with her as a wrestler, but I know there's a name that's well known.
Well, I've often
Even by
said,
me.
she has everything that you would expect from a knockout. She's gorgeous. She's incredibly talented in the ring, and she can go, mate. She can go. That girl can go. So fantastic. She's got a hell of a pedigree, obviously, being the daughter of a, she's a second gen. So hell of a talent. We've also got Vikingo coming all the
So
way from
good to see
Mexico.
him
He's
back.
gonna be at Hard to Kill facing Kushida and Chris Sabin for the X Division title. That's going to be an amazing three-way. As Mira says, I do like a good three-way. I think that's going to be a great match. Looking forward to that one. And
we need another Josh Alexander versus Vikingo match as a digital media exclusive.
I'd love to see it.
We need another one.
I'd love to see that. That's one of my favorite matches, man.
We need another Mike Bailey versus Will Ospreay as well before he goes to AEW. just for a digital media exclusive.
Yeah, man. Honestly, it would be a great match. That would be. It would. I don't know. Just the first one that they had in Mexico was just. I still now it's one of my favorite Josh Alexander matches. It was just incredible match that. And of course, also from the UK, we got those Grizzled Young Vets, which I thought their promo they gave, with the announcement they were coming to Hard to Kill, etc., was fantastic. I have a feeling that these guys could potentially be signed as well. They would be a great tag team to add to the TNA roster, along with Subculture potentially being signed at some point this year would be good. And of course, ABC we've already got the Guns, we've already got the Rascals, so it would be good. I think Grizzled Young Vets actually remind me a little bit of the North.
Yeah,
they've got that kind of.
They're two big guys that can do just about anything.
Yes, they're great. I've got a lot of time for them. They're really good. So it's good to see them, and of course, like I said, they're there for the full weekend. So we're gonna get to see them on Impact Weekly as well. So that's exciting stuff. Now, also something else that's been announced in the last couple of days is the TNI Autograph Festival. Now it's going to go on after Hard to Kill and also after Snake Eyes TV tapings to include at least 10 TNA stars on each night, with Snake Eyes to include Okada, Will Ospreay, and Xia Brookside. Now that's interesting because they're including some of these guys that are not necessarily currently what you would class as a TNA roster talent, signed talent in these signings, which is great. But I think it's fantastic. I absolutely super. I love it. I think this is a great way to start the year. What do you think, Joe? I wish I was there.
I wish I was there. I wished I could have been over in the US to see a lot of these things recently. Deonna Purrazzo leaving makes not being able to go to Newcastle or Coventry last year a bit more bitter as well. That's the only major downside of Deonna Purrazzo leaving. To me, I'm glad she's got somewhere else. She's found somewhere else, and she's happy.
Yes,
You know,
I agree.
I've read her reaction and all the emotion that she had from it. You know, it's just fantastic to see. But the way things are going for the company here, it's amazing too. Just looking at reading what Nervous quickly got a question about. Do we love guys from Liverpool? I live in St Helens, so Liverpool is literally like a 5-minute train ride away from me, and quite a few of my friends are from Liverpool. So yeah,
I don't think I actually know anyone, but I'm just trying to think if I know anyone that lives in Liverpool. Not currently. I don't think I do. I used to actually. I spent a bit of time in Liverpool years ago. I don't mind Liverpoolian people. I think they're a lot of fun. But I don't actually currently know anyone from that area. I've got a friend at the gym who used to be who used to live in Liverpool. Well, he's a Liverpudlian. He used to be in Liverpool. And he actually knows what's his name? The one you got the grizzled young vets. I'm trying to think is it Zach or something? No,
Zack Sabre.
No. The
wrong one.
grizzled young veterans. I've forgotten his name now. Gibson, the Gibson one.
Yes, he's fantastic. Zack Gibson is amazing.
Zack Gibson. Now, I a friend of mine that goes to the gym actually knows Zack Gibson, which is pretty cool. Apparently, he runs he does. I know he does. He runs a wrestling school here where I live, just down the road from where I live. We were talking one day, and then he was talking about Zack Gibson, and he was like, he used to go to his wrestling, the same school he went to, wrestling school and all this kind of stuff. It was interesting, very interesting. But anyway, so no, I don't personally think I know anyone from Liverpool right now, but a guy down the gym is a Liverpudlian, and he knew Zack Gibson. How about that? See, that's pretty cool. Hey, Bonkers, nice to see you, buddy. Nice to see you. Bison, look up Hammerstone is ready for you. That's true, actually. He's ready. Look, there he is. Look at him. Looking buff. Now, we also had it announced. That DJ Woo Kid and AJ Francis, of course, former WWE talent Top Dollar, have been announced to be appearing and debuting their latest music video at Hard to Kill. Now, Top Dollar, don't know a massive amount about him. I know that I've seen videos
people have been
around
whinging
where
about
he's a bit of a botcher apparently. I mean, I don't really know. Like I said, I don't know too much about his work. I quite liked his promo that he did. And of course the Woo Kid or whatever his name was wearing the TNA jacket thing, which I thought was cool. Do you know what? Whatever brings eyes to TNA is fine with me. And the guy's obviously got a following. There's some people that are happy, some people not. But hey, that DJ Woo Kid apparently, I mean, he's got quite a following as well. So hey, whatever brings eyes to the show. I could, if it comes on and I think it's a load of shit, I could just go and get a drink, can't I? And go and grab some scran. You know what I mean? While the show's running. So if anything, it's a toilet break, right? So I'm cool with it. Whatever, bring eyes. That's fine by me. And there's no thing that he's signing with the company or anything like that. Bonkers is there, look, Flop Dollar. So there you go. I don't know. But I believe he's a former NFL star that played with Moose. So I don't know. Maybe there's a connection, and with the
Moose might turn on him, like knowing Moose. He's not in the mood to make friends. He's already trying to avoid Brian Myers basically by sticking him with Eddie Edwards, giving Myers the cold shoulder while he goes for the world title.
There you go. See, who knows? So that's interesting stuff. AJ Francis' song called "Learning to Fly." There you go. Anyway, Fightful released earlier today that the big surprise signing at Hard to Kill is not a knockout. Now, which of course has now fueled the speculation that it's most likely to be Nick Nemeth, obviously former Dolph Ziggler, and not Mercedes Moné. Like lots of fans have been speculating on social media, including myself. I was hoping that Mercedes Moné might be that big signing. The way I look at it is that when it comes to free agency, there's not many that would really be classed as a big signing. For me, Mercedes would definitely be one of those. Nick, I think Nick's got a hell of a lot of talent. He was a fantastic talent over at WWE. The fact that he didn't wasn't allowed effectively to sort of go
Yeah,
over certain
yeah.
talents, it's not his fault.
He didn't even reach his prime by the time he was world champion, and when he got to his prime, he was being he was putting people over, which was just insulting booking, in my opinion. He was one of my favorites when I was watching WWE. After all the guys that I used to watch had gone, and I gone back to watching WWE. Dolph Ziggler was one of my favorites.
I have to say, back in the day, Dolph Ziggler was one of my favorites as well when I used to watch the Obviously, I've not watched it for some time, but yeah, back when he was in his, what I would say, like you say, when he was world champion and he was Intercontinental champion as well.
Yeah, he's Intercontinental champion a few times.
So, he's had a lot, he's held titles. He is a big name, whether he's a Kurt Angle name, no. Is he, is he Christian level? I guess I would say he probably was. Would you say he was Christian level? I'd say he was.
I would, yeah. He's got a huge fan base back up with WWE, regardless of how he was used. A lot of people were pissed off with how poorly he's been treated for years. And if he can go somewhere and let everything loose, like Christian did, like Heath has done, like Steve Macklin has done, and go somewhere where people will actually show you the respect you deserve and let you flourish. I can see him doing a good few matches at TNA before possibly going to AEW to work with his brother.
Yeah, possibly, but I mean, there is some speculation out that his brother's contract is coming close to ending as well. So who knows whether if Nick comes over, we might get his brother as well. I don't know, but
that would be
either way. It looks like it's not going to be Mercedes Moné anyway. That doesn't mean, and I was saying this before as well. I was talking to someone the other day about it. Even if Mercedes Moné doesn't come over, that doesn't mean that we're not going to get any other knockouts being signed. There's still talents out there. We got Camille's out there. She would be incredible. Imagine if she came out and confronted Jordan Grace or Trinity, whoever wins at the end of that match. That would be interesting. Like you say, there is a potential that we could be signing Zaya. That would be amazing. She's a great talent. There's a Mandy Rose out there. There's quite a few pretty damn good females out there at the moment that certainly could be coming in. Barry's saying they wouldn't mind seeing Lacey Evans coming in. I'm not sure on that one. Bonker's saying Goldberg, a big signing. I really, really hope not. That's someone I don't want to see. But yes, Camille is possibly going to the E, but again, that has not been confirmed. If she goes to the E, but I do see her.
This is someone we need Ali back on
again. But have you noticed how quiet the Death Dolls have been? Rosemary, and Jessica and stuff. They've been all very, very quiet. Ali, we've not heard much of at all on the socials. She's been quite quiet as well. But we have been seeing Sue. Making a few comments out there and liking a few things. I put some out there saying that I'd like to see her back, and she liked it, and so I don't know. I just got a funny feeling that Sue, Ali,
Sue Young, and
Rosemary
Jordan Grace cross paths again. That would be really good.
I think there's four there. There's four potential fantastic return. Well, a fantastic return from Ali. Sue Young would be amazing. Maybe Sue comes back with Ali in tow.
Yeah.
I don't know. There is, she could come back as the Undead Bunny or something. I don't know. But either way, there's lots of potential for knockouts to be turning up over the next couple of weeks. So looking forward to that. So I don't know. We'll have to see. There is a big signing, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see and find out who it is. Now, there's also huge speculation that TNA could well be entering into a potential working relationship with WWE, possibly via NXT brand, especially when using terms like Worlds Collide. And seemingly changing the wording from pay-per-view to premium live events wording, only currently used by WWE at this point. Who knows? You know, I'd be all for it. I think TNA working with NXT, I think that would be
That's
awesome.
a fantastic idea. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see that. That'd be brilliant.
And let's face the facts, right? Let's face the facts. Out of all the promotions working today, you know, the only one I think I could see doing it would be Scott with TNA. He's been out there building all those bridges. He's working with all the different promotions. You know, I mean, we've had working relationships with 3 different promotions in Japan, including New Japan Pro Wrestling. We've got working relationships with AAA. We've got working relationship with AEW to a point. NWA, we've finally got a working relationship with them. You know, Okada, hell froze over and Okada's finally arriving, you know, at TNA, which nobody thought was ever going to happen. I think there's a hell of a lot of great stuff going on at the moment. And if all those things are able to happen, you know, why not? Why not TNA, the true Forbidden Door?
TNA versus NXT is like Lucha Underground versus TNA.
Well, I mean, what does it have to be versus? That's the thing. Does it have to be versus? Could it be just that we've got some kind of talent share thing going on? So some you know, some of the TNA talent could head over to NXT. Some of the NXT guys could, you know, maybe we could get some of the NXT guys coming over to TNA. I don't know. I mean,
they could always. I think the best way to kick it off would be have a big, massive brand versus brand thing. You know, as all these big, like good relationships happen, they first start off with enemies, crash into each other, and then they meet mutual ground there.
You say that, but the only problem with the whole versus thing is that when you go from a bigger company to a smaller company, then at the end of the day, a versus thing, the WWE brand is always going to win.
Yeah,
so I just don't think that is something I was thinking of, and you know, and again, it could be fake news, it could be, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, I'm all for it. I think it would be great.
And look at it this way: any news like that's rattling Tony Khan's cage is good for me.
Again, like SWAC fans saying, you know, at the end of the day, nothing can be worse than the bullshit we have with AEW. But you know, who knows? TNA would. I think, I don't know. They work well with anybody, don't they? That's the thing. They're you know, they're not adverse to working with other people. But you know, who knows? But of course, Mir, the font of not all knowing wrestling knowledge, has said it is definitely fake, and there is absolutely no crossover between TNA and EE happening. Who knows? You know, who knows? I mean, and you know, you think about the speculation. If you go on to the TNAWrestling.com website and you look at the card for Hard to Kill, there's actually a bit on there that says, you know, Worlds Collide. You're not going to believe who's turning up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and I've said straight along the line, could you imagine if Shawn Michaels turned up and announced a working relationship between TNA
that would be
and NXT?
Amazing. If Shawn Michaels would just walk on the stage, the crowd would explode. The whole roof would come down.
It'd be crazy. It would be insane.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not saying
just to turn up and give his endorsement and congratulations or anything would be amazing.
I'm not saying that, you know, it's quite cool. You know, and nobody's really been sort of kind of thinking, you know, could it be something like that? Everyone's just thinking about this mystery signing. But if you look at that particular poster that they've put on the site, it doesn't say that's a signing. It just talks about you're not going to believe who's turning up. Well, they could just turn it up for the show. It could be an announcement. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, but there you go. So there's a lot of speculation going around at the moment, and who knows what's going to happen. All I know is that Scott D'Amore never doesn't deliver. He'll deliver something. If he says it's something happening, something is happening. All right. If he's saying he's signing someone of a decent caliber, he's signing someone of a decent caliber. And like I said, I would definitely put Nick Nemeth in the category of a Christian Cage. For me, he's of that caliber. And when Christian Cage came over to TNA, it was a big deal. And he had a fantastic run. Not quite as big, obviously, as the Kurt Angle one, but again, that to me is probably the biggest TNA moment.
Yeah,
TNA
that's going to take some massive beating. That is Kurt Angle's turnaround and what he did for the company.
The only thing I think would beat that would be an AJ Styles return.
Yeah,
for me,
Kurt Angle beat what AJ Styles brought into the company. That's how good Kurt Angle was.
It's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Do you remember some of the matches AJ and Kurt had? Oh my God. Incredible stuff. But guys, listen, before we go on, we need you guys to hit that thumbs up button. Really important. Give us a thumbs up right now. Hit that thumbs up button. It doesn't take much to do it. You're watching the show.
Make that your New Year's resolution, guys.
Yes, New Year's resolution is whenever you join us for Impacted, whether you're on live or whether you're watching on the replay, you've got to hit that thumbs up button. Very, very important, because obviously that helps us move up the rankings. And of course, if anyone is feeling flush and you're liking the content that we provide, please feel free to slap a super sticker on us. They're also extremely welcome. Extremely welcome. So there you go. Now, Joe, I think it's time that we got slap bang into a bit of a discussion with regards to Hard to Kill. And of course, the first news that we've got on that is that the countdown to Hard to Kill is now not half an hour, but it's going to be a 1 hour special and exclusively on the TNA app, TNA Plus app, I should say. I believe they say exclusively, but I also believe it's on the Fight app as well.
It is free to watch on the TNA Plus app or on their website too if you've not subscribed to it. So I'm going to be watching that from there. I've got the pay-per-view booked on YouTube, so I'll be watching it from there. I'll be fully subscribed to the TNA Plus app probably by October, by March, April.
I looked at the app and I have to be honest, I'm thinking about moving from Ultimate Insider over to the TNI Plus app, but we'll see. We'll see. In a minute, I'm not sure, but I bought the pay-per-view and I'm going to be watching that on Fight. So, but we'll see. Right, okay. So let's talk about the countdown then. Let's talk about the card, because in the match, I still think there's another match to go on here because there's only 3 for 1 hour. Normally, you'd have 4 for a 1 hour.
There's going to be a lot of big look back at history as well, isn't there? So there's going to be a lot of building up of what's led to the company coming to where it is.
I guess so. So maybe 3 is all they can fit in with all the other stuff that's going to be on there. But so let's just talk about what we've got. So we got the Digital Media Championship title match, Dreamer versus Crazy Steve. Now I know that we're all hoping that Crazy Steve finally destroys Tommy Nightmare to get him off our freaking TV screens. I am fed up of watching Tommy Dreamer's flappy arms, on that screen. I'm just done. Tommy needs to go. He needs to get back behind screen, behind the camera, do his agent work, help produce the matches, do whatever he does backstage. But he needs to stay off TV. We need to get Crazy Steve winning that title, rocking that brand spanking new badass belt. And he does a lot of stuff on the socials, Crazy Steve. So,
the Angel of Death comes to Tommy's room.
Exactly. I think it would be great.
Tommy's room. And it's time to say hello.
All right, mate. Calm down. I still think, like I said, I think Steve's going to win this one. What do you think?
I think Crazy Steve's going to win it, and Tommy Dreamer's done his job basically. It could be with everyone being booked elsewhere and all the production and stuff going on from the end towards the end of the year. Someone had to carry the title basically while everybody else is going elsewhere. So Tommy Dreamer's done that, and Crazy Steve sticking around, I think is a very, very high chance we'll have a new champion, and it will hopefully end nicely for Tommy. He won't get stabbed in the back by Crazy Steve. But if Tommy Dreamer wins, then it's going to have to be down to some underhanded tactics, because he did snap. He snapped in his last match that he had. It wasn't against Crazy Steve too. He went really out of character.
Mate, he's got to go. Stop defending Tommy Dreamer. I'm going to have to come over there and punch you in the face. Honestly, dude. Come on. Tommy Dreamer's got to go. Fuck Tommy Dreamer. Anyway, apparently it's a no GQ match for the DMC title as well. So I didn't notice that, actually, but that's cool.
I didn't notice that either. That's fantastic. So that's even more reason why Crazy Steve could cause the huge upset, Ray, because everyone's going to be rooting for Dreamer because he's the good guy. Everyone's going to be rooting for Dreamer because he's pissing off Bison.
Probably. He's pissing me off. Fuck's sake, his flabby arms get on my tits.
But I think it's going to be. I'm just looking forward to this match. I'm looking forward to seeing the everything come back after such a long time away from wrestling.
Definitely.
So 3 weeks is too long.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it. I was just like everybody else, man. I was a fan of Tommy Dreamer when he was in his prime, right? But he's not even close. You know what I mean? He's not even close.
Howdy, J-Bone.
J-Bone's in here, but Dreamer has a
Happy
brand
New
new
Year.
belt. Good day, gents. Hello, buddy. Nice to see you. That's the thing. Don't get me wrong. Back in the day, I was a Dreamer fan. ECW Dreamer all day long, loved it. Even when we had the kind of like the ECW nostalgia stuff with TNA, like 10, 15 years ago, I was down with that too. I loved all of that. I loved it all. Fantastic. Because he was still built then. He was still, he could still go and stuff. But now, the dude needs to stop. Just stop. You're going to kill yourself. You know what I mean? And that's the worst thing. I'd hate to see him end up being injured.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm right. And, it's like Swag fans say, at the end of the day, Tommy's had his time. We've got enough awesome talent that we don't need Tommy Dreamer having matches, having fucking storylines. Turn up with the old backstage moment if you need to get your ass on telly or whatever. But for fuck's sake, no more matches. I'm done with it. But there you go. I don't know. People say, it's perfect for a pre-show. Is it really? Yeah, I don't know. Because at the end of the day, your pre-show is supposed to be sort of kind of, getting people to buy in. I don't know. Is a Tommy Dreamer match going to get people to buy a pay-per-view? No, it fucking ain't. I don't think it is. But there you go. That's my thought. We then got the Two Eras Collide tag match. So we got Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers versus Eric Young and Frankie Kazarian. Now, I'm going to say this now. This is going to be a fantastic match.
This is amazing.
This is a really, really good match, and I'm down with it. I want to see some classic Kaz, some classic EY. Eddie Edwards, as we know, is Mr. TNA. 10 years that guy has been with TNA. He's been a TNA guy for half of basically half of TNA's history, or half of this company's history. And Brian Myers has proven to be fantastic over the last 3 or 4 years as well. So I'm very excited to this match. I think it's going to be a great match. What do you think?
I'm so hyped for this match. We get to see two amazing teams and 4 amazing tag team wrestlers work together. And like you said, they've all put some massive put a lot of it into the company, and now I forgot where I was going, but they're so experienced as tag team wrestlers individually that this isn't going to be a really rough match, and they're all veterans of the ring. So we're going to get a really good clash of styles, really good old school feel. There's still some rivalry between Eric Young and Eddie Edwards, still unresolved issues there, where Eric Young beat Eddie Edwards for the world title. So I've no doubt that gripe will come back up, and one of them is going to snap on the other one for that.
Yeah. See, for me, this is a perfect kind of pre pay-per-view type match for me. This is perfect. You've got 4 fantastic talents, going at it in the ring, and if someone was to watch that one, they're going to be like, "Wow, if this is what we've got to come, this is on the pre-show." You know what I mean? That they're going to be thinking this might be worth the money. And then to top it off, right? You're going to get former champions colliding with Rich Swan versus Steve Macklin.
It's
Like,
amazing.
if that is not going to entice someone to buy this pay-per-view, I don't know what is. Right,
Yeah.
that is a
Rich
fantastic
Swan is
matchup.
almost indestructible, and Steve Macklin is indestructible.
Steve Macklin is the fucking Punisher, mate. That's who Steve Macklin is. He's the Punisher. No, I this is going to be a fantastic match. I'm proper
I'm
down with
so
it.
looking forward to this one.
Yeah, going to be a cracker. You know, if anything, you would, you know, that deserves to be on the main card. But like I said, if you're, you know, if you're putting out an hour preview show, you know, a countdown show that you want, you know, get people to buy in, then that is a hell of a match to end it
Yeah.
with. You know what I mean? That is a
Yeah,
hell of a match.
exactly
to
what
end
I'm thinking. You know,
Um,
otherwise I would put PCO's match on here rather and have Dreamer and Swan kick off the whole night.
Well,
Kick-
yeah,
kick-
exactly. Dreamer and Swan. Don't you mean Macklin?
Oh
and-
yes, Macklin and Swan. Sorry. I don't know what the hell Tommy Dreamer was lit in my head for. That's just
Yeah,
crazy.
the only reason you would have Tommy Dreamer on the fucking show would be for a toilet break. But there you go. Preview. So let's just get into Hard to Kill. Let's get into Hard to Kill. So we've had an hour to set this fantastic brand spanking new TNA show up. By now we would have seen how awesome the new set looks,
Yeah,
the new production values. We would have had massive, you know, huge build up to this incredible
Hello,
event.
Courtney. You've not missed anything, love. We're still
We're
going.
still here, Courtney. We're still here, darling. Nice to see you, by the way, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It looks like Roger Pace has joined us as well. He hates to see Trinity leave, by the looks of it. I agree. I'm not so keen on it either. But anyway, so now we don't know exactly what order these matches are going to be in. Okay, but I'm going on the order that they've been put onto the onto the website. Okay, so this is the matches we've got set up for that. So it looks like the opening match will be the Monstrous Challenge, PCO versus Dango. Of course, Dango's going to have Proteus and Bravo in his corner. It's also been, I believe, released today that Dirty Dango's just signed a new deal
Oh wow.
with TNA. Not so many people, like some people are happy with it, some people aren't, as you would expect. But I think
I'm
Dango's
really
a good,
pleased.
I
I'm
think
really
he's a
pleased.
good mid-carder. I think he's a good
Yeah.
guy to have in the middle of the pack. You know, he'll always put on some good matches. He hates professional wrestling.
Yeah, this could even lead into a 6-man tag match
Who knows?
or a tag team match because Proteus isn't going to be out there just sitting on the sidelines. I mean, you know, Alpha Bravo isn't going to be a good guy. So
No.
and you know we could get some two unknown names come out and help PCO or be put into the match by Scott D'Amore. That would be
Yeah.
something. You know, it's a lot. There's a lot of dynamics to this match that you just, well, like me, just haven't suddenly popped into your head while we're talking about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I got a funny feeling something's going down with this match. If to me, this match, because it's sort of kind of almost come out of nowhere,
Yeah,
I kind of feel that it's a match that's been set up for something to go down. Set up
Yeah.
a story, someone to debut. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's definitely
No,
something
'cause
that is there for a reason.
Dango hates pro wrestling, so he'll like deliberately sabotage the match, and then then it all comes back to bite him on the ass.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see. A lot of people were thinking that it was Dirty Dango's way out. Basically, he was going to get absolutely macerated by
Yeah.
PCO. But now, obviously, the news has come out that he's re-signed. That obviously isn't the case. We've then got the Knockouts Ultimate X match. Now, at the moment, we've got slated for this one. We've got obviously Tasha Steele, Alicia Edwards, Giselle Shaw, Jodie Threat, Danny Luna, and of course the incoming Zaya Brookside. I still think there's room for somebody else in this. So there's a potential that we
Yeah.
could see somebody else added.
I thought Kylan King was going to be added into it, and then
Is she still injured? I think she got injured, didn't she? So I don't know if she's still injured.
I know she's done a couple of matches on the independent scene.
Well, she
But
got
I know-
injured, so I'm not sure whether she is available at the moment.
Yeah,
So she did get injured. I don't know. We'll see. But either way, what we've got in that match already, great styles, great mixed match of styles.
Oh
You know,
yes.
we've got some great talent in there. Threat obviously is I think for me, right. And this a lot of people go, oh, Tasha Steelz is going to win, or Giselle Shaw maybe. I got a feeling that Danny Luna or Jodie Threat's going to win this one. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh fuck me, no, Melonhead, no, do not, please do not
Melonhead
even
wants Danielle
mention.
Dashwood to come back in.
No, absolutely not. I have a funny Danny Luna or could you imagine if Zaya Brookside won?
Yeah, that'd be
What
amazing.
would that would be incredible, wouldn't it? But I have
That
a
would be
funny feeling it's going to be Danny. But it could be again, Jodie Threat is a possibility. Tasha Steelz maybe, but I don't know. They're
the
I
favourite to
still
win
think
is Giselle Shaw.
gotta be. I
But
suppose.
I'm backing Lesher Edwards all the way. Team Lesh all the
I knew
way.
you would. Team Lish.
Yeah,
Did you see my interview, mate? If you haven't seen
I
my
did.
interview with Alicia Edwards, guys, go and check it out. It's on the channel. Just head over to Total Nonstop Impact channel on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, and go and check it. Go and check that one out. It's quite a cool interview actually. I hadn't done one for about 3 months. I was well nervous. And I had done a proper interview for a few months, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm well nervous, but this is cool." Yeah, no, it was good. I enjoyed it. So interesting. I still think, like I said, there's something going to happen here in this match. Something's going to happen in this match, but we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so we then got that one. Maybe this is when they're going to play the video. Because they're going to need to take the Ultimate X rigging down, aren't they? So maybe this is when we're going to get the video, maybe, and a few other bits going on as well. We then got the World Tag Team Championship. So we've got obviously the title holders ABC versus the Grizzled Young Vets, versus the Rascals, and of course the uniform team of Bailey and Trent Seven.
That's going to be amazing.
This card is, this match is stacked. You look at the talent that's in this match. You look at the talent. That's incredible. It's incredible. This match is going to be amazing. Amazing match, this one. What do you think? What do you think? ABC to retain, I'm sure.
ABC to retain, but when Mike Bailey and Trent Seven was announced as a team, my immediate reaction was that their match they had at Final Resolution, what they did to each other was absolutely incredible. So what I'm just all eyes on them to see what they're going to do to everybody else, because Mike Bailey is unbelievable and Trent Seven is still one of the extremely impressive.
Yeah.
After
the good
all
thing
this
about
time.
Trent, he's incredibly charismatic, very good on the mic.
Yeah.
And so whereas Mike Bailey's not so strong in that area, but an amazing in-ring performer, as Trent still is as well. But you imagine both of those two together, you've got a mouthpiece in Trent Seven, as well. I think that's a hell of a team. I think
if that becomes an established team and actually goes through the tag team division for another tag team title shot down the line, that would be brilliant.
I agree. I think
it'd be a great way to divert Mike Bailey from the X division for a while. And, give him a new angle to go down.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's important stuff, isn't it? We've got Melonhead, Mustache Balls, or Speedball Mountain. I don't know. We definitely got to come up with some sort of name. Hello, what's that? Nitro 22. Nice to see you. Remit, Tanner J. Cool, blimey, we've got some new people in the house today.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic to see you guys. Thank you for joining us, and Happy New Year to you all. Okay, so we then got a first time ever match. And it's been mentioned already. So we've got Josh Alexander versus Alex Hammerstone. Now, I love the way that they put this one together on the socials. I think fantastic. Worked really, really well. The way they sort of planned this one out was very, very cool.
Gibster's in the house.
Gibster's in the house, baby. I'm extremely high on Alex Hammerstone. I have been ever since the first time I saw him, which was actually, if I remember rightly, it was an explosion match. and I'm trying to remember who he was against. It was
Oh,
about 5-6 years ago.
God.
About 5 years ago, he came in and did. Josh Matthews was on commentary, and he did a match on Explosion, and then I'm like, man, they need to sign this dude, and then he ended up in MLW. Or he was in MLW, but he just sort of kind of
Yeah.
like turned up in MLW. But interesting stuff. But Alex Hammerstone, I think, is the sort of dude that we need to be signing. I mean, he's like a shorter version of fucking Triple H. He's a beast. He's
Yeah.
he's got a proper old school look, isn't he?
Yeah, people were complaining, saying that he was born. People were saying he's born in the wrong era. He put out a tweet to that in response to that, saying, "I'm bringing the old era back to pro wrestling," type thing. You know, they compared him to Hulk Hogan in his character and how he presents himself and everything. And he's said, "I'm bringing that style back into the modern era."
I love it. I love him. I'm very high on him.
I
think
thought
he's
that
fantastic.
response was just pure class. That's the way you want to go down. You know, rather than you know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I cannot see Josh Alexander losing this match. He is the standard of Impact Wrestling. TNA Wrestling, and you know he has to continue in that vein. He's going to win the match, definitely. But it's going to be an absolute cracker of a match.
Yeah.
But I could see them signing Hammerstone. I think he would be a great signing for the TNA roster, without doubt. Gibster is pumped for Hard to Kill, and he thinks Hammerstone looks awesome.
He looks incredible.
He does look he's fucking incredible, mate. Then we've got the X Division Championship. I'm hyped for this motherfucker. Chris Sabin versus Vikingo versus Kushida. Is this Kushida's time to shine? Is Kushida finally going to become X Division champion? What do you think?
Yeah, it did cross my mind. Kushida coming in now that he is officially signed to TNA as well. This could be where Chris Sabin passes the torch to a new talent, and it would be really fitting, you know, to give it to someone who's worked so closely with Chris Sabin for years, and Alex Shelley. So in a sense, it would still be in the Motor City Machine Gun Time Machine family. So it wouldn't be a huge loss for Chris Sabin. It just means he hasn't got the belt around his waist.
I can see Sabin laying down for Kushida. I can definitely see him. I could see him laying down for Kushida. I think that would be that's what I see. I see that new belt coming home with Kushida. At Hard to Kill, I think that would be awesome, and he would be an incredible X Division champion. So I'm all good with that, definitely. And we get to see the incredible Vikingo again. Yeah. Again, that's a talent that there's lots of speculation flying around that his contract's up with AAA and he's going to be looking for. I think this is a perfect opportunity. With this sort of the way that they're signing some of these guys now, like Kushida is still signed to New Japan Pro Wrestling, but he's signed exclusively in the US to TNA.
Yeah,
could you imagine that if they did something very similar with Vikingo? So he stays with AAA, he's signed to AAA, but he exclusively performs for TNA in the US.
That would be brilliant.
I think that would be amazing. I'd be down with that, definitely. But again, incredible match. Looking forward to this one. You know, Swag fan likes Vikingo as well.
So I've seen him twice in Impact Wrestling when it was Impact Wrestling. He was incredible. He's one of the most impressive wrestlers I've seen for years.
Melonhead is saying that Hammerstone has a good following on the independent scene.
Yeah,
the type of people TNA need to attract. I agree.
Yeah.
It would bring eyes, definitely. But again, Vikingo is amazing, as we're saying. But I firmly believe that Kushida is going to win this match, but we'll see. We've then got the incredible Knockouts Division World Championship, Trinity versus the powerhouse Jordan Grace. The juggernaut herself will be taking on Trinity. And of course, if the rumors are to be true and Trinity is heading back to Eden, I'm pretty sure we're going to get a new Knockouts champion here. I'm pretty sure Jordan's going to take the belt off Trinity. But if not, interesting thought that she takes it to the Rumble.
Yeah.
Trinity takes the Knockouts title and to the Rumble. I don't know.
Oh, it's been
Interesting
done
thought.
before.
They could do that, and then Jordan, gets another match at later in the month, and she wins it on TV tapings or something. I don't know, but either way, I'm looking forward to the match because I think it's going to
Yeah.
be great. I'm a massive Jordan Grace fan. I mean, I think Jordan is incredible. So I'm really looking forward to seeing her perform against Trinity. I think it's going to be really good. But I definitely think if it's true, and Trinity is heading back to the E, I'm pretty sure that Jordan Grace is going to win this match. It's going to be interesting to see what happens at the end. And this is what I'm talking about. Someone like Camille coming in at the end of this match would be incredible.
Yeah. Or
Do you know what I mean?
if not, and Giselle Shaw wins the Ultimate X, she'll be one cut to come out and then just sort of rub it in the face of the winner that she's the one next in line.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
again, all the attention goes to her. All the spotlight falls on the quintessential diva. So it's going to be setting up a really interesting story for the knockouts division, regardless of who wins. And the whole Ultimate X and this is setting up an interesting story for what's happening with the knockouts title for the first half of the year, or
Totally
first quarter of the year, really, because the quarterly pay-per-views.
See, look, Bonkers is going for Trinity on this one.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I mean, I like I said, I think I don't know if Trinity retains, it could be interesting. Maybe if she retains, then she's staying, isn't she?
Yeah.
Maybe it's all been a big, it's a big curveball. I don't know. Let's wait and see. Let's see what happens. Either way, I think it's going to be a really good match. Because if Trinity goes out, she's going to want to go out on a good match, and Jordan's going to want to have a great match at Hard to Kill. So, she wants to look great winning the title. So it's going to be a great match, I think, either way. And the last match that we got advertised now at the moment, and there's only 7 currently, and I think there's room for at least another one, if not 2. We've got the TNA World Championship, Moose versus, of course, the champion, Alex Shelley.
Yeah.
I think Alex has been a fantastic champion since he took over. He certainly is no paper champion like it was suggested at the start. I think he's done a great job. He's proved that he is one of the best wrestlers in the world, and he really is a fantastic talent. But I think Moose will overcome. He's going to overcome Alex. He's just going to be too big, too strong. And I think we're going to see a new TNA World Champion, or should say, it wouldn't even be new, would it? It's going to be, the first TNA World Champion of the new era.
Yeah.
So it depends how you look at it, really. But I think Moose is going to win this one. I'm really looking forward to it. What do you think?
I think that there is a very, very high chance that Moose wins this match, and regardless of who wins, Alex Shelley has done an amazing job as champion. Given the difficulty of booking at the end of the year, and the fact that he couldn't have a lot of one-on-one matches in general, just he was booked all over the place. So to give him a one-on-one match and risk an injury to then drop the title towards the end of the year would just not make sense, basically. But this match against Moose is going to really showcase and remind everyone just how good Alex Shelley is, and to see him do this. And then I think in like 2 or 3 days later, he's going to be facing Jake Chris at Wrestling Revolver for that world title. That's going to be amazing. And just having that in the back of my mind while watching Moose and Shelley wrestling at Hard to Kill, it's got me more pumped for both of them there as well, because Moose is going to have to really, really take it out of Alex Shelley to force him to drop the title, because he's not going to go down easily.
Yeah, no, definitely. And Gibbster's right. Gibbster's saying he hopes that Moose gets a good run with the world title. I think if he's booked right, then he could have an awesome run. I mean, he's jacked. I can imagine Moose versus Hammerstone, for instance. I mean, that would be a so there's lots of potential matchups moving forward.
Moose and Josh Alexander is a rivalry that we just don't want to go away. It's like Eddie Edwards and Sammy Callahan, or Abyss and Jeff Hardy. It's one of those rivalries that you can bring back so many times, and it just doesn't get old, because they've worked so well against each other. It's just brilliant to see come and go.
Yes, Totally. I mean, Melonhead's hit the nail on the head there. He's put, I hope these two put on a good match. Needs to grab new people by the balls and say, this is TNA.
Yeah.
Totally agree. And Shelley has been an amazing from SmackDown there. And Shelley has been amazing. But he'd like to see, what Moose would look like with the TNA World. Yep. Put it around his way. And the interesting thing, because he's put the work in. I mean, Christ, he looks incredible. What at the moment, he's really putting the work in. He's taking this potential title. If he ends up champion, he's taking it seriously. He's gonna, I think he's gonna rep it really well. But if you think about the potential matchups you've got down the line, the potential feud situations, Moose Myers, Moose Steve Macklin.
Moose and Eddie Edwards again.
Moose, Eddie Edwards.
They'll be at each other, no doubt.
Exactly. I mean, you've got some real potential bangers down the line and potential feuds with people that Moose has sort of kind of associated himself with over the years. And again, if we've got some new people coming in, if it's Nick Nemeth coming in, if we've got Alex Hammerstone coming in as well, we've got some fresh stuff to look forward to as well. But yeah, no, I think we're in for a hell of a world title match. If Moose gets that, I'm going to be over them. I'm going to go in Moose, like crazy. Big Moose fan, so I'm down with it. I'm down with it. What about you, mate? What about you?
I'm just looking forward to this match. I can't really pick a winner. I'm just looking forward to seeing this match, and then sitting back and watching it. I've been so hyped. They've done such an amazing job hyping up the return of TNA. So Scott D'Amore is not booked the 2 years running for no reason.
He's amazing. He's doing a fantastic job. I'm really impressed with how they've managed to build this weekend coming with not really any TV show. No TV, really, and much TV time.
And hardly anything has been leaked since the whole idea of building up to TNA was ever put in motion. That was back in August. Scott D'Amore just hinted that something big was going to be.
October.
Yeah.
So we
Scott
had
was hinting something big was coming.
Oh, that's right. He was actually, yeah. So big was coming. We then hit TNA. Everything goes crazy. We then, we know that we've got all the new production stuff being done. From what I gather, we're going to get the HD 4K or something. So that's going to be great. Got a new set. It's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing the ring, the ring skirts, and I'm looking forward to see what they do, around, whether they continue that kind of that real sports look that they put out at Bound for Glory. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be really, really great. Remember the promo Moose cut on the tribal chief and every other company when
he burnt them all to the ground.
That's true.
That was fantastic.
Definitely. Bonkers saying, can you have all title change hands in one night? I don't know.
Well, it is launching a new era, so it wouldn't be a bad thing.
Full reset,
if it is a clean slate, basically, for
It'd
the
be
new
a full
year.
reset. And don't forget, we're still waiting to find out what's going down with the Knockouts tag titles as well, which I think is going to be the 8th match added to the card. I think it's going to be MK Ultra, and I think they're holding it back because whoever's coming in possibly
it's going to be that big signing.
It's going to be whether I don't think it's going to be a big signing, but I think it's going to be a big match.
Yeah,
and I think maybe can you imagine? Because I know that both the talents, I think Killer Kelly and Masha weren't actually at Final Resolutions, which is when the title, like video packages and all that sort of stuff was made. So I have a funny feeling something's gonna go down. They're gonna do the title. They're gonna do the belt change, and someone's gonna go down, and they're gonna get attacked. Could it be something to do with? Could it be the Death Dolls? Something to do with them, or could it be something new?
It could be Havoc and Rosemary come back.
Could it be Havoc and Rosemary? Could maybe Sue Young turn up with Ali? Undead Ali, for instance. I don't know. I just have a feeling that something is definitely going to go down with regards to the Knockouts tag title matchup. So I'm looking forward to find out what that's going to be. But very exciting stuff. Like I said, we also have the Worlds Collide announcement as well. We're not going to believe who's turning up. I guess we'll have to wait and see on that one. I'm excited for it. They seem to be really good at keeping secrets in a minute. So
Yeah.
it's good.
That's probably the best thing about January. It's like a fresh start, so everything's back in the box. No one.
They seem to be doing well. Now, tomorrow night, TNA Wrestling is going to be a preview of Hard to Kill. Okay, so we got the preview of Hard to Kill tomorrow on TNA. TNA Wrestling, which of course was launched officially last week, TNA Impact. So yeah, amazing stuff. No matches have been announced. It's just a preview of Hard to Kill. So they're going to do a rundown. They're going to do some story building, I'm sure, to help us sort of kind of get into it all a bit more. They'll be promoting stuff. Who knows? You might get an announcement of some sort on the show tomorrow as well. You never know. So it's got to be worth tuning in to find out. But guys, I think that's all we've got time for this week. But please don't forget to head over to TNI Patreon for extra exclusive content. Of course, when you sign up, all TNA shows are available to all of you listen on the Go Fans as audio only via SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to your favorite shows, we are there. Also, if you want to show your support for TNI UK team, please feel free to super sticker us or head over to the prowrestlingtees.com Total Nonstop Impact for some great shirts, or head over to our exclusive Spreadshirt merch store. Links, of course, are below, as always. Where can we find you on the socials, Joe?
You can jump onto Twitter or Facebook, look for #EmptySpace, #Into the Void. Or if you fancy to stick your taste buds and your sense of humor, look for #DailyGiggle. That approach is an open mind and you just might keep your sanity.
And there you go. If you want to find out a little bit more about myself, of course, Bison by Design, then head over to the X at Lord Bison 45. I am picking up some serious amount of follows recently. So if you're not already following, make sure you go and give me a follow. I generally follow most people back. So please head over and give me a follow. Let's see if we can build up to the 3,000 follows in 2024. That would be pretty cool. Also, please head over on all social media platforms to the @WeTalkImpact social media. So we're exactly the same @WeTalkImpact on X, on Facebook, on Instagram, etc., etc. @WeTalkImpact. Go and check that out. Guys, please take the time to help us out moving up the rankings on YouTube by giving us a thumbs up. Very important. We've already talked about it tonight. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. And if you're new to us and you like what you see, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. And don't forget to give the bell a tickle, a squeeze, or even a smash to never miss any of the great content coming out each and every single week from obviously the UK and the US teams. Completely total non-stop action wrestling related every single week. With all that said, I've been Bison, and of course he has been the man coming to us from the void, the Joker. And this has been episode 163 of Impacted. Take care, guys.
Take care, guys, and Happy New Year.
We're Bison! We are Impacted! We're Bison! We're